when we start to look at what God is doing for somebody else. Now, all along I've been talking about what happens on the outside, but even in the fellowship, even in the household of faith, if you're not careful, when you're going through a season of drought, when you're in a dry place and doubt sets in and defeat is knocking on your door, while at the same time somebody else is experiencing something that looks like prosperity, you almost have to force yourself to be happy with them. Because if you don't, you're going to look at that person and find out what happened in their past or what may be going on in their present. And in the presence of other people, when they are saying, look how blessed she is, it will be yours to then usher in something negative about them because you can't stand how God is blessing them. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. And sometimes when we don't have anything good to say about anybody, you ought to learn how to just keep your mouth shut. Can I go on with this? Can I? And if blessings are happening in the circle that you hang out with, you ought to be happy about that, because if you're in that circle, it's hard for people in the circle to be blessed and then you not be blessed. It ain't even biblical. It's biblical that if I'm in the circle and others in that circle being blessed, how am I going to be missed if I'm in the circle? I'm blessed just by being in the circle. That when somebody in the house gets saved, all through that Bible it suggests, and the whole house gets saved. That is, that the whole house reaps the benefits of the one who received salvation. A whole lot of stuff would have happened in my family if it had not been for somebody praying long before I got saved. Lord have mercy. Most of the time when somebody else is being blessed and you get envy of that, most of the time, if you had it, you couldn't handle it. You can't run nobody else's race. You can't carry nobody else's load. You ought to tell your neighbor, I'm doing as best I can trying to carry mine. That was a long sentence there. I know that was as best I can. That, you know, if you could condense that, then help yourself. But you got all you can handle trying to carry what God has given you. And then when you really look at yourself, you're not doing that bad. You're not doing that bad. I don't care what anybody else is doing. God has not forgotten you.